Hey guys, today we're going to be going over all the game passes in Blackhawk Racing Mission 5 and which one is the best for your liking. We're going to go over every single one and I'm going to show you what is in every single one. And you guys, and I'll give my rating for every single pack. And then from there, you guys can decide which ones that you want to buy. But first, I want to go over every single one. So let's start off with the RAL 8000 weapon skin pack. So the RAL 8000 camo pack adds this tan camo to 4 primaries and 1 secondary. The first primary is the UMP45 as I'm showcasing right here. Now, all the other attachments don't have this camo. It's important to note that just the bodies, the frames, the bodies and the frames of the weapons have this camo. You can see it right here, RAL 8000, and it's a Game Pass item only. This Game Pass costs 250 Robux and includes camos for the UMP45, the MP5, the G36, the RF416A5, and the USP45 Tactical. That is all that is there to the RAL 8000 camo pack. For 250 Robux, it's not terrible, though unfortunately you cannot put them on more parts of the gun, like the top component or the sighting device or anything like that. Unfortunately, it is just usually for the body of the gun and the stock. The next Game Pass on this list is the Chinook CH47 helicopter. The Game Pass that comes with the helicopter also comes with a uniform that we will go over in a minute, and the helicopter can hold 22 people per helicopter. It can also be upgraded to have 2 giant 50 cal machine guns, and with all the upgrades, everything total will cost $40 for your helicopter, as long as you pay the 200 Robux for the Game Pass itself. As you can see, here it is. This is what it looks like. It's not the greatest helicopter in the game, but it probably is worth the 200 Robux, especially if you are a faction leader or you run a faction or anything like that. The faction is nice. And it's, once again, it's not the greatest helicopter, but it gets the job done, and it does look pretty cool. And yeah, there's not really much else to talk over about this helicopter. It's fairly fast, and it's got a lot of health. So if you want to invest the 200 Robux, then go ahead and invest the 200 Robux. It's not a bad purchase at all, and I think that you'll be surprised at how much you may want to use this in the future. Personally, I don't use it very much, but you might want to in the future. Actually, for the CH47 Game Pass, I stand corrected. There is no longer the SOAR pilot uniform in the game. After I've looked through all of the apparel, all of the shirts, there's only 2 Game Pass items that we will go over in a minute. The next Game Pass is the Airborne Recon pack. Included in this pack is the SRTV. As you can see, it's a level 0 plus Game Pass, so as long as you have the Game Pass, you can buy it. The only thing that you can upgrade on this is the roof type. You can put a turret on it, or you can choose to not put a turret on it. You can put either an M249 SAW on it, or a 50 cal on it. It's up to your choice. Either way, the most that you'll be paying is $1,400. I prefer the M249, just because it's a faster firing gun. And when you request it, it'll look like this. As far as I know, it is the fastest vehicle in the game, and it handles super well. And if there's only a couple of you, I think it seats 4 total, unless you can actually get in the back of it. By the way, to get into it and drive it, you have to climb up on the hood and get down into that hatch. But unfortunately, you cannot actually. You can only seat 4 people in it. So use that how you will. It also comes with this uniform that I am wearing, the top specifically. We will go over it in a second. but there's not really much to it. It kind of looks cool actually, but there's not much to it. So let's go look over everything else that is included in this pack. When you look at the Game Pass's description on Roblox itself, it says it has a list of new gear that it adds. It adds a scout uniform, the NPC 2.0 recon vest, and the Boonie folded leaf covers. The NPC 2.0 is a vest anybody can buy now. The Boonie hat does not have folded covers anymore, and the scout uniform doesn't even exist. This is the only uniform that you get with it. It is called the Gust Blocker and is by Global Defense Alliance. It is the very first option that pops up when you hit Apparel Top. I don't know if it's this way if you don't have the Game Pass, but if you do have the Game Pass, it is like this. This is what it looks like. I will even unequip my vest and backpack to give you a full view of what this looks like. And as you can see, it's not a terrible looking camo. I don't think it looks bad. The next thing it adds, and the last thing it adds, are weapon skins for plenty of the weapons in the game. The first one is the MP7. The second one is the M17. Once again, you can only equip the camo to certain parts of the gun. However, this is what the full M17 looks like. You cannot equip it to the magazine or flashlights or anything like that. I wish you could up here, but unfortunately you can't. The next gun is the M1110. You should be able to do it on the, yep, you can do it on the handguard as well. This is what that looks like. You can also do it on the stock, but not the grip. So this is what the full version of it looks like. Again, not a terrible camo. Not really for me, but it's okay. The next gun is the M2010. Once again, I've done 0 modifications to this other than adding the camo where I can. And this is what the full camo looks like. Now, on the Game Pass list, it also mentions the Scar L. However, it does not exist for the Scar L. It would be at the very top, and it is not at the very top. So we can go ahead and rule out the Recce camo for the Scar L. Now, just out of curiosity, I also looked at the Mark 17 Mod 0, and it is not available for the Mark 17 Mod 0 either. Now, for the next and final Game Pass is the Shadow Raid Pack. Included in this Game Pass is a new set of GP NVG 18 Quad Night Vision Goggles. That's a mouthful. And it is, in fact, these ones right here. As you can see, they say Game Pass. If you buy the Game Pass, you get these for free. You don't need to have a minimum level or XP or money or anything. You just need to be able to buy the actual thing. And actually, they come free with the Game Pass. So there you go. They are tan with black accents. I'm not really sure why that is, but they are. And in-game, they look like this. They are a green fill instead of a white fill like the other night vision goggles are. As you can see, you know, they're green. They're just green. Not much else to them. When you look at the Game Pass, it says the Shadow Raid camo on all in-game weapons. Unfortunately, that has been taken out, but it used to be a very good camo back in the day because it made your gun completely black. Now, it is no longer a thing. However, the next thing and the last thing on this Game Pass is the Shadow Raid uniform. And this does still exist. This is what it looks like, and if I change the handwear to black and my footwear to black, you can tell it's actually a very stealthy uniform. It looks good, and yeah, I mean, I don't have any complaints with this camo at all. I just think it's a little tiger camo-y for me, which is why I normally just run like a black top if I'm going to run these pants. Just something like that, or something like that. But normally I don't run black uniforms anyway. But if black uniforms are your thing, this is not a bad idea to pick up this Game Pass. So if I had to rank the 4 Game Passes from worst to best, here's how it would go. At the number 4 slot, the RAL 8000 Game Pass. It's basically just a tan skin for a few guns, nothing more. Is it worth 200 Robux? Maybe if you're into cosmetics, but that's all you're getting. At number 3, I have the Chinook CH47. It doesn't add much besides a big helicopter, but at least it's functional. That alone puts it above the RAL 8000 pack. In the number 2 slot, I have the Shadow Raid pack. It used to be a top tier pack, but now it mainly includes green phosphor quad MVGs and a decent uniform. Still cool, but a bit dated. And in the number 1 spot, I have the Airborne Recon pack. This one's solid. You get one of the fastest vehicles in the game, a unique shirt, and a nice camo for several guns, all for 600 Robux. Not a bad deal, really at all. If you've got questions or just want to chat, join my Discord. The link's in the description. It's the best way to reach me since YouTube doesn't always show me every single comment that comes through. So if you want to reach me, join my Discord. Also consider joining the Platinum 5 Discord, which is a great community if you're really into BRM 5. That link will also be in the description. If you want to go a step further, you can become a channel member for exclusive perks. Just hit that join button next to the subscribe button. No pressure, but seriously, it helps me out, and I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe, and keep an eye out for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.